What you're about to see is not real news. It is satire based on real news. The characters you're about to see are not real-life humans. They are frighteningly realistic puppets based on real-life humans. The views expressed in the show are not necessarily those of Starsat, its sponsors, its advertisers, or the nice lady that makes the coffee.
Helen, do you read me?
Roger.
No, Helen, it's Lindiwe.
Loud and clear, Lindiwe.
Initiating election campaign in 3, 2...
Report. Lindiwe, report. What's going on?
I don't know where I'm going. Up, down, left, right. Are we pro-BE or anti-AA?
You're spinning left. Go right.
Right? I thought we weren't pandering to the old Nats in the DA anymore.
Give me a visual. What are you looking at right now?
The Western Cape. No, wait. It's Gauteng.
Lindiwe, leave Gauteng to Muzi and the Western Cape to me. I want you to focus on Parliament. Can you see it? Lindiwe, come in.
Lindiwe Mazibuko is lost in a political vacuum. The only thing that will save her is...
Greetings, comrades, commissars, commanders-in-chief, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Yes, it's the weekend, and that means you're watching Puppet Nation.
The show where you pull the strings. Deborah, what a week.
An amazing week. I lost 2 kilos. High five, up high, up high.
Okay, that's great. No, I meant, a big week in politics.
Oh, right, right.
Yeah, we saw the launch of the election manifestos from the DA and the EFF, so we'll be looking at those in more detail just now.
But not in too much detail because this is TV, not a gathering of policy wonk mega nerds. In fact, Justice is going to discuss the manifestos completely nude.
No, I'm not.
You still don't understand what TV is, do you?
No, but I like a good movie, and it's the Oscars on Sunday night. Any predictions?
None. But I think they need a new category. Best actor or actress in the position of being asked if they loved Long Walk to Freedom.
How do you mean?
Ask me if I loved Long Walk to Freedom.
Did you love Long Walk to Freedom?
Oh my word, what a movie. What an amazing, amazing movie.
You hated it, didn't you?
2 hours of my life I'm never gonna get back. But you're not allowed to say that in South Africa, hence new Oscar category.
And speaking of Oscar, he's back in the news.
Spare me. It hasn't even started and I'm exhausted.
Okay, well, if you're already exhausted, let's go straight to the news. DA leader Helen Zille declared a Twitter war on 2 journalists this week.
In a flurry of increasingly agitated tweets, Zille attacked reporters from City Press and the Sunday Independent. Ms. Zille, you're being accused of cyberbullying. How do you respond?
That's ridiculous. I'm not a bully in any way, shape or form. And if you disagree, I'll come down to your studio and give you a clap.
You were once a journalist yourself. Now you seem to hate us, them.
When I was a journalist, I wrote nothing but the truth. Some of the reporters today just make shit up. They invent anonymous sources. They say terrible things about
the DA? That's what it's about, isn't it? You don't like it when the media criticizes you or your party. Isn't that a bit on the intolerant side?
I am very tolerant, Deborah, but I will not tolerate inaccurate, biased and distorted reporting unless...
What?
Well, unless it's about the ANC.
Don't you think it's important not to alienate journalists in an election year?
I don't need them. I have truth and honor and country and Cha is on my side.
She must have got her hands on Mario Ambrosini's medical marijuana. That's the one.
Did you hear that Mbazima Shilowa and Bantu Hulumisa got married?
For real?
No, you moron. They got hitched politically, sort of like Helen Zille and Mampela Rampela.
Ah, are they divorced yet?
No, still together. They make a lovely couple, though, don't you think?
The UDM and a renegade faction of Cope. I wonder what kind of kids they'll have.
From what I can make out, Shilowa is going to be one of those absent fathers. Apparently, all he's doing is giving 800 of his children to the UDM.
Well, Bantu's used to being a single parent. He can handle it.
That's cute. You're a comedian.
Yes, I can. Prosecutors in the Oscar Pistorius trial will lead evidence that the former athlete was looking at porn on his cell phone on the night he shot and killed his girlfriend, Riva Steenkamp.
Prosecutors said this contrasted with the image of a loving couple spending time together at home.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. Yes, yes. Show me that again. Oh, Jesus. What a magnificent body. Oh, show me what you can do, baby. Go. God, that's filthy. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, faster. Faster.
Oscar, are you watching pornography again?
No, of course not. I'm watching Top Gear. You should see what the Ferrari California can do. I mean, 0 to 100 in 3.9 seconds. That's almost as fast as me.
The 2014 Winter Olympics are finally over and the town of Sochi is empty.
Oh, thank God. If I had to see one more white person sliding down on snow and ice, I would have drunk myself to death.
I bet the curling was your absolute favorite.
I don't even want to speak about it. Fortunately, someone else does. Mr. Putin. Russia spent at least $50 billion turning the town into a ski resort. What's going to happen to all the infrastructure?
It will be for my personal use. I am athlete. You know this? You want I take off my shirt to show
No,
you?
no, not to worry, Mr. Putin. We'll take your word for it.
I also have horse and guns, many guns. I will go to Sochi and compete in events like ice hockey, snowboarding, and speed skating.
Who will you compete against?
Me, myself, and I. There will be no other competitors. I will win gold medals every time. I will not do luge because it is a gay sport. And I will change the name of bobsleigh because Bob is American imperialist name. I will call it Tatiana Sleigh.
Russia won more medals than any other country. Was that a coincidence or did your officials rig the outcome?
You are one of those pussy riot bitches, yes? If you were in Russia, I would have you flog me. No, I mean flogged me you, govno. Flog you меня.
Put it away! Put it away! Put it away! Away!
Chief, can I have a new beret? This one is getting a bit moldy.
That is because you are a mushroom. We are basically made of mold.
Please, Chief, it smells like ass.
Shut up! Do I look like I'm made of money?
What's wrong, Chief?
Hey, it's just that our finances are not good. It is very expensive being in politics. We need to make some money.
Maybe we can have a cake sale.
Can you bake a cake?
Chief, man, you know I don't have hands.
So then why do you make stupid suggestions?
That's way harsh.
Chief, we could sell a date with you.
That's not a terrible idea.
Yes, an auction. The highest bidder gets a lovely evening with you.
Viva our handsome commander-in-chief, viva!
What a lucky lady.
But what if it is a man who bids the highest?
Our movement supports gay rights. If a man wins the bid, then I will go on a date with him. But afterwards, I will kill you.
On second thoughts, Chief, my beret doesn't smell so bad. You know, I can get another one next year.
Do you know how many days there are until Christmas?
No?
297, which means we need to take an ad break so you can start getting ideas for praises.
A bit of a labored link, to be honest.
Probably not one of my best.
March is Energy Month, and Eskom is proudly rolling out a new era of power-generating technologies. From harnessing the power of the human spirit and capturing the superheated gas released from Parliament,
We will create 5 million jobs. There was no cover-up in Nkandla. Corruption will be punished. The ANC will win a 2/3 majority.
to tapping into renewable energy sources like the mainstream media's thermonuclear liberal rage.
It's a f***ing outrage. People, we cannot tolerate this any longer.
Eskom generating new excuses because the power is in our hands.
Welcome back to Puppet Nation. And yes, Energy Month has started and Eskom has assured us that it's all under control. Seriously?
I'm sorry, how freaking hard is it to keep the power on, Eskom? Come on!
Okay, I'm hearing it wasn't a power failure. It was the new intern leaning against the light switch.
I mean, that doesn't mean Eskom isn't cuck.
Yes, but this time they were innocent.
Until proven guilty. I'm watching you, Eskom.
Let's catch up on the news. EFF leader Julius Malema has promised to spread the love around if his party wins this year's elections.
He says civil servants will get a 50% pay rise, old age pensions would be doubled, and there would be a new minimum wage of 4,000 Rand a month.
Mr. Malema, this all sounds very good on paper, but where is the money coming from?
Ach, don't be chacharach. I'm not an idiot. I know where the money comes from. The auto bank. This country has thousands of auto banks. We will nationalize every one of them.
Let's talk specific numbers, shall we?
Yes, shall we?
Your manifesto outlines your plans to nationalize the mines and expropriate land without compensation.
Yes, we are calling it Operation Brooklex.
Why?
Because it makes white people shit in their pants.
Okay, so what's the plan? You've promised free healthcare, free education, free housing, free land. Isn't this just populist pie in the sky?
No, it is revolutionary pie, filled with the gravy of the capitalists and baked in the hot oven of the people's anger.
And who's gonna pay for this giant revolutionary pie of yours? You know foreign investors and banks will punish you.
We will not be held hostage by racist bankers. We plan to copy Zimbabwe.
Is that really wise?
Justice, after comrade fighter President Robert Gabriel Mugabe reclaimed the land, everyone in Zimbabwe went from having just a few dollars to having literally trillions of dollars.
Yes, but... oh, never mind.
Huh, I have destroyed you with my revolutionary economy.
The first of many, Both the DA and the EFF launched their election manifestos last weekend.
And while the EFF event attracted twice as many people as the DA, both Helen Zille and Julius Malema had nothing but good words for former President Thabo Mbeki.
I wonder how Thabo feels about this.
Let's find out. Mr. Mbeki, Helen Zille and Julius Malema were once fiercely critical of you. They seem to have changed their tune now. What's all this about?
It is obvious, Deborah. As Sicinius said to Menenius in the tragedy of Coriolanus, nature teaches beasts to know their friends and so on.
Here we go again.
Mr. Mbeki, is it not just that you are a helpful tool to both parties?
I have been called many things, but never a tool.
I meant it metaphorically. If anyone understands metaphors, it's you, Mr. Mbeki.
Ah, yes, metaphors. I'm very fond of them. Just the other day
Can we please just stick to the topic? Mr. Mbeki, how do you feel having someone like Julius Malema singing your praises?
I consider Julius Malema to be a metaphor, albeit a very literal metaphor.
You mean an oxymoron?
Yes, from the Greek oxy, which means sharp and...
And the English moron. Sharp moron. Yeah, that's him.
Mr. Mbeki, would you consider returning to politics?
Who said I ever left? Like Julius Caesar, I could say tu kokwe me fili, but...
Zimbabwe's president, Robert Mugabe, celebrated his 90th birthday at a rally outside Harare last weekend.
He told journalists that he felt more like a 9-year-old than a 90-year-old.
And here comes a ZANU-PF warplane. Look out, MDC. Oh dear, the mighty ZANU-PF has destroyed the silly little MDC car. Here comes the ambulance. Beeba, 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 beeba.
Meanwhile, in a little kingdom far, far away, two people are pedaling frantically ahead of the Argus cycle tour and the national elections.
Oh, come on, Lindiwe, I can't do this all by myself. We're almost there. Feel the burn and keep pedaling.
I'm feeling it, dude. I've been feeling it all the way up the last hill because a certain person has been sitting back and letting another certain person do all the hard slog back in the rear.
Nonsense. It's much tougher being in the front, taking all the shit that gets thrown at you.
Where? Where?
No, man, I mean metaphorical shit.
Oh, I thought you saw some poo flingers.
Lindiwe, I thought you said you liked being behind me.
No, I'm just saying that without people like me behind you, it's gonna be uphill all the way. You know what I mean, don't you?
Come on, Lindiwe. Harder! Pedal harder!
That's all I ever do. Pedal, 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 pedal. I should just get my own flipping bike and then I can train by myself and I wouldn't have to look at your fat lycra bum.
Fine, fat, huh? If you think you can do better on your own bike by yourself, be my guest.
Just watch me.
I will, in my rearview mirror.
No wonder Mumbler walked away.
What?
You heard me.
Where did that come from?
Well, duh. You wanted to talk politics. Now we're talking politics.
I thought we were talking about cycling.
Dude, this has all been an extended political metaphor.
Is this what the kids call meta?
No, this is what the kids call being heartful.
Speaking of which...
Oh, jeez, Helen. Did you just fart in my face?
Politics, babe. Lots of hot wind. Nothing personal.
Hello, goeienaand, Sawubona, and welcome on board this flight to Port Elizabeth. Oh, wait, that's not right. Oh, I remember. Welcome to another episode of Hard Shout, where I get to soothe the angry voices in my head by shouting at whoever I find in the seat opposite me. My guest tonight is possibly the #1 threat to media freedom anywhere in the world, Helen Zille.
Good evening, Deborah. I'm very, very glad to be here tonight.
Hold up, Adolf. Isn't it true that when the DA launched its manifesto in Polokwane, you went on an all-out offensive against journalists and the media?
Come on now, Deborah. You should know better than to just
Don't
keep your
try and wriggle out of this one, Helen. The truth is, you went off at journalists on Twitter.
If you'll let me finish, Deborah, I'll explain what I actually meant when I was
How dare
clearly
you criticize journalists for just doing their jobs when you used to be one? Are you too high and mighty now to remember the days when you were a mere reporter?
Deborah, you're deliberately misinterpreting...
You're a f***ing hypocrite, Helen. I bet you can't even spell hypocrite. H-I-P-P-O-C.
You're not the only one who can rudely interrupt you, Missy. Now, I never attacked the right of journalists to write what they want. I was just criticizing bad journalism. Get it? You, of all people, should know what I'm talking about. Do you need something for that burn, Deborah?
There you have it, people. Arrogance, total disregard for the law, and the systematic crushing of freedom of speech.
Bullshit, Deborah.
See?
Critics are calling it a new low in murder trial-based entertainment. Voyeurism ran mad, and so sick you'll long for the tasteful restraint of the O.J. Simpson trial. This summer, say goodbye to balanced perspective and say hello to the 24-hour Oscar Pistorius channel. All Oscar, all the time. Bringing you never-before-seen footage. You'll get interviews with all the people who shaped him.
Yeah,
I think I taught him Afrikaans in standard 2.
Bringing you real insights into what a typical day for the fallen hero looks like.
Hi, I'd like to buy a door.
With expert legal opinion.
Now, I'm afraid right now it doesn't look like he's got much of a leg to stand on.
Subscribe now, because it's not disgusting ambulance chasing exploitation if you're doing it for the ratings.
Eskom is diverting critically needed power to Botswana to help keep its neighbor running.
Aren't we already dishing out power to like 5 other countries in Southern Africa?
Yep. Apparently we have plenty to spare. I mean, Eskom declared only 2 power emergencies last week.
Yo, Eskom dude.
Huh? Oh, me?
Yes, I'm talking to you. Why the hell is Eskom supplying Botswana with power when we're on the verge of having our own blackouts?
Because I haven't got none.
Well, what can they offer us in return?
Elephants? Donkeys?
We have plenty of elephants. This week, you forced your industrial customers to cut back their consumption by 10%. You also warned of possible load shedding. But still, we're supplying 90% of Botswana's power. This makes no sense.
Oh, we just tell people that to keep them on their toes, man. There won't be any load shedding. We've still got plenty of...
Hello? Justice, what the hell?
Sorry. I was looking for the light switch.
Down there. Where did he go?
Botswana, I imagine. Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni has approved a law that imposes penalties against gay people and makes certain homosexual acts punishable by life in prison.
So in Uganda, some homosexual acts are worse than others.
Seems like it. Holding hands, I suppose, would get you 5 years. Kissing, maybe 10?
How about a blowjob?
No thanks, I've just eaten.
What I mean is...
I know what you mean. Man-on-man fellatio in Uganda would probably get you 20 years hard labor. And when I say hard, I don't mean...
I know what you don't mean. How about strip naked, rub down with baby oil, no holds barred, up your body with my giant African love muscle?
Okay, now we're talking. Well, that would probably get you a life sentence, I expect.
So these people would then be sent to jail full of...
Men.
Yep, and I can see how that will cure them of their homosexuality.
More controversy on a university campus, as students at the University of Northwest were photographed performing what looked like Nazi salutes at a residence initiation.
Ach, Justice, you know these things happen.
What?
You know, when I was in Res Varsity, a lot of stuff went down. You know, bullying, stuff like that.
Were you bullied?
No, I was the bully, but the other chicks dug it. Kids need boundaries, you know, someone to tell them what to do.
Well, I'm sorry. Hitler salutes are not okay. And I am shocked that you're joining all the people who have defended it.
It wasn't a Hitler salute. It was a Roman salute.
Which was very deliberately copied by the fascists.
Oh, come on, Justice. It's not like they were channeling the ghost of Eugene to Blanche or anything.
Why have you summoned me?
Eugene?
Bluxom, I leave the Republic and next thing you know, you've got blacks and women reading the news.
So, Eugene, did you like what you saw at Potchefstroom?
Ach, an cock, man. It was just a bit of harmless fun. Like when we drove into the World Trade Center during Codesa.
Oh, my word. I'm agreeing with Eugene to Blanche. Actually, Justice, I've changed my mind. It was a Nazi salute, and it was not quiff.
Absolute stront. Saluting your residents is a proud and noble tradition.
Eugene, I also have a salute that's a proud and noble tradition.
Well, yeah.
Welcome to another beautiful day of Test cricket here in Newlands in sunny Cape Town.
No, man, Nigel, look. They've herded all the whites into the cricket ground. Look at them. Sharon said the white genocide was going to start any day, and now, look.
And no respect for property. Check that guy sticking those sticks in that lovely lawn.
And the umpire's made sure the stumps are firmly in place. He's taken the bowler's hat.
Just taking his hat without even asking. Sharon said they were going to nationalise everything. I just didn't think it would be hats as well.
I swear, babe, we got out just in time.
Oh, my word, Nigel. What's that? There's a huge pile of rubble behind the stadium.
What have those blacks done to Cape Town?
And that's a beautiful view of majestic Table Mountain behind us here.
Oh. Well, it didn't look like a mountain.
Didn't it used to be bigger?
I'm sure it was. You know the blacks, though. They probably stole lots of the rocks from the top.
Don't look, doll. These blacks burning something.
Oh, my God. There's guts.
Oh, the humanity. And now they're eating the guts.
As you can see, the barbecues have started early, and some delicious boerewors going down a treat there. Right, we're ready for the first ball of the day, and let's join our commentators.
I swear, we got out just in time, eh?
Just in time. Ooh. Oh, my word.
Justice? Are you there, Justice?
Hey! What, Deborah? What's going on?
Justice, where did you go? Why did you leave me?
I didn't leave you. I was right here. I just fell asleep. What time is it?
Oh my God. I swear, I just saw the ghost of Eugene de Blanche, like right next to me.
Oh, come on, Deborah. You know that ghosts don't really exist.
Bliksem!
Hey!
What? What? It was only a bloody faulty switch, man, but I found the little sucker.